90% of the time I'm spent at home. I've always been a homebody. I get that from my father. Him and I always loved being at home. Whenever he would go away, he was always thinking about when he gets back home. And so, being in my home 90% of the time, my husband and I decide to create our home in the best possible way that we could with the things that we enjoy. And now, since I'm not spending money and going away as much, I'm finding I'm going through my own things and I'm looking at all the things that I do have and I'm using them up and I'm enjoying them even more. So we get up in the morning really early and I get ready to start my day. And that usually has to do with something with food because I do a lot of my cooking by scratch. I still try to find bargains when I do go away, and I got this broccoli for 99 cents. But it's a little bit past its prime. So I knew that I needed to blanch it so I could put it in the freezer. And of course, I am working on some of the apples that I got for free. Now these apples were for the deer, and I think I showed this in a previous video, but I decided I wanted to make some apple juice to make some apple jelly. And what I'm doing is I'm cutting up the apples and I'm putting them in my steamer, and then I made the juice with them and it's sealed, and then I can wait even a couple months, or I could even wait a year if I wanted to make the jelly. This was the best thing I could do with these apples. It would have made amazing apple butter, but only my husband likes apple butter and he eats very little of it. I don't have a cider press. Now that would have been fun. If I would have had a cider press, I would have made lots and lots of apple cider. But the deer love the apples, and so the deer are eating the apples. And every couple hours I need to go to the wood stove and add some more wood. Now if I had more maple, we do have quite a bit of free maple wood. That keeps things really hot, but we're saving that for the cold winter. So we're using a lot of oak right now, and oak gets really hot too, but not like that maple. That maple is amazing. Here, I'll put a piece in and show you. So the maple is absolutely amazing, and it gets so hot so quickly. Now the broccoli is finished, and I'm just going to go ahead and put it in the bags and put that in the freezer. I'm going to make some chicken and broccoli casserole. I think I did pretty good, having $1 for all of this broccoli. The apples are done steaming, and so I put them out in the corner of my garden for the deer. I probably could have made something else with it, but I was going through all of my vegetables and cleaning out the refrigerator, and I love feeding the deer. I know, it's in my garden, and I don't want deer in my garden. But I just really got into feeding the deer this year, and they loved it. My husband got up at 4 a.m. and said, "Tessie, look out the window." And there the deer were, eating all of this. On days like this, I still try to go outside every day, even though it's very cold. Yes, I don't wear coats. I don't like coats. They're too bulky. So if you see me out like this, it's cold. It's probably, I think it was around 45 degrees. But us northern people are used to it being really cold. So 45 degrees is quite balmy for us. But I still am harvesting all of this mint. We still see little bits of green that's slowly fading. It's a reminder that summer never lasts forever, and I loved the summer, but I'm ready for the winter time. I still am able to use my rain barrel, and I use that almost every day, and so I scrub my pots and pans clean out here. If you're new to my channel and you're wondering why I do the things that I do, take a look at my videos about off-grid living. Maybe you'll understand a little bit more. But more important, I love to get outside and to do things. And I vowed this year in the wintertime to even get out more and keep myself active. That way, when the summertime comes, I'm not quite so out of shape. There's something about the crisp, cold water that really wakes your spirit. Doctors say that it's really good to be in all elements. It's good for your heart. Well, I'm trying to be as heart healthy as I can. And so, doing things every single day to give me purpose in life. And now, since the morning chores are done, the wash water is put in my little septic area, and the stove is burning brightly, I can have some lunch. Now, my lunches are very frugal, and it's homemade cooking for the most part. Not always. Making chicken noodle soup with homemade noodles. I just had a video on that not too awful long ago, and I hope you didn't miss it. I do put out a lot of content, sometimes twice a day. Now, since all of that is done and my mint tea is drying on the table, I decided to sit down and do some work. Fun work, I call it, because I was going through more of my things and I found a ledger that was from my husband's great-grandpa in the 1800s. And of course, a photo of him and his wife. And it was such a neat ledger, and I was afraid that it was going to deteriorate even more. So I decided to take one page out of the ledger and make a little picture frame. I like doing that, and you will see that all through my home. You will see picture frames with recipes and pictures and letters and things that are important to me. And now, since I decluttered my house, I have a chest that has beautiful drawers that my grandpa made, and that is just for vintage photos. I have it all in one place now, instead of having them tucked away here and there and everywhere. I'm starting to organize my life, and it's given me such peace of mind. It really has. For me, clutter was anxiety-provoking. After a long day and having to make supper and having things so cluttered and not being able to find what you needed, it just got too much. So I decided 6 months ago to start working on all of it. It was slow, steady progress, but I'm so glad that I'm finally almost finished. So this was my morning, and like every morning I get up and pretty much do the same things. Then I come inside, and after I'm done with some of my projects, I get on the computer and edit my video for all of you. That way, 7 p.m. Eastern Time every single day, you see a video of mine. And about 3 o'clock at the latest, I'm finished. And then I spend the evening relaxing, taking notes, and figuring out what I'm going to do the next day for all of you. It's given me a lot of fun and inspiration, and it's provided me with a lot of friendship with all of you. It's made my life so complete. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and I'll show you what this all looks like at the end, and I was really pleased with how it all turned out. If you missed a video of mine, maybe you want to go back and look. I know I put out a lot of content, and I know that you have blessed me beyond words.